Radical.
Viewer discretion is advised.
It's time for a KFC chicken pot pie rant. This is completely just on the spur of the moment. I got some other things planned for the day, commentary-wise, but I got to get this out of the way. Because what I'm about to say deserves being said. And a lot of you might feel the same exact way if you got the chicken pot pie from KFC. I remember years back, there was a promotion, $5 chicken pot pies at KFC. And I remember that it was quite delicious. I have fond memories, I have nostalgia for the KFC chicken pot pie. So I thought, okay, the place where I normally get chicken on a certain day, I couldn't go to this one day. My regular go-to, I couldn't go to. So I thought, what are my chicken options? Hell, there's a KFC everywhere. So I'm going to go to KFC and get another chicken pot pie. Now, I rolled into this KFC, and first thing I noticed is no one was there. It was about, 6, 7 o'clock, and no one was there. Absolutely no one. I didn't even know it was open or not. I didn't know if it was open. This is a KFC, and I didn't know, right? So I think, what's going on here, right? I go over to the drive-thru and order a chicken pot pie, but it doesn't have the price on it. And I'm kind of shocked, bamboozled, when she tells me, "Sir, that'll be $7.37. I'm thinking, I don't remember getting a large drink with that. I don't remember getting any sides with that. I don't recall ordering that. So I was going to correct her until I thought, maybe that's just how it is right now. A chicken pot pie is close to, not exactly close to $10, but getting there, man. You start getting into the 7 and 8s and 9s, you're like, you're flirting with $10, man. That's crazy. So what I did was I ordered a chicken pot pie. I made sure when I got there that it had a spoon, because I'm thinking that'd be a terrible tragedy if they don't include a spoon in my bag for my nearly, it's rounds of $7. This is a shock of it. Okay, so let's say $7 chicken pot pie. And the tax, all right, fair enough. So a $7 chicken pot pie. I would think this is a tragedy if I've got to use my hands to dig into the steaming hot chicken pot pie. What made things a little better was there's a really, really cute female at the drive-thru seemed to be crushing on me a little bit. Seemed to be. Or maybe she was just happy to see a customer because there was no customers behind me. There was no one in the store, so maybe they hadn't seen a customer in hours. I don't know. So maybe I was like getting the special treatment because, ooh, look, it's a customer. If everything else on their menu right now is that expensive, I'd hate to see what a big chicken box is. Then maybe that's why no one's there at KFC right now. So I go back. I'm on my break from work, so I go back to work. And this is like, this is my lunch and everything. And I got to say, the smell of that chicken pot pie once opened the box, it was nice. The look of the crispy, golden brown crust. Ooh, it got my juices flowing, man. It's saliva. Got my juices flowing, ready to dig in to that nice warm pie. So I start off with the crust, the corners of the crust. I use my hands to just curl the corners of the crust around, and I gotta say, was delicious. It's just as I remember, right? But then I make this shocking discovery when I'm poking around the sides of that chicken pot pie. Apparently, the crust is only on the top. Blasphemy! What the fuck is going on with this chicken pot pie? That's not a chicken pot pie. I've had many chicken pot pies, like the microwave chicken pot pies, the Swanson chicken pot pies, the banquet chicken pot pies. The crust should be holding the insides together. That's how pies work. Does KFC not know how pies work? This is just a desecration of the concept of a pie. They're cutting cost corners. I'm sure that's what it is. Or just being huge dicks the way they make their chicken pot pie. Because that crust was amazing. I wanted more of the crust. The crust is the best part to me of the chicken pot pie. So, I mean, what they got to do. If they made that chicken pot pie $10, but had all the crust everywhere, if they had a crustless version and a crusty version, I might go for $10 for the crust version. It's just that damn good. So I hold back to try to eat the whole crust on the top because I'm like, okay, I don't want to have a whole crust on the top and just have the insides because I want to mix a little bit of crust with a little bit of the insides. That's the perfect chicken pot pie. If you can actually hold some of the inside like stuff, fillings, with the actual crust and have that all work together, then that would work fine. You got a couple peas. You got the insides, the brothy insides and whatnot. You have but chicken, and then you have potatoes, and then you have carrots. The carrots were okay. I would have liked more carrots. The peas, Radical Rick doesn't give much a fuck about peas. I don't care about peas, man. They're just so boring. I could do without the peas. I don't care about the peas. I'll still eat the peas, but I don't care about the peas. It's almost they could replace the peas with something else. I mean, okay, I'm okay with the potatoes. I'm okay with the carrots. I'm okay with the chicken. But at the end of this chicken pot pie, about at the end of it, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I don't feel like there was a whole lot of chicken in my chicken pot pie. I remember carrots. I remember potatoes. Oh, heavens, do I remember the potatoes. Almost every other bite was a potato. So the second big issue I have with this chicken pot pie, no, there's three issues. The one is the price of what used to be the $5 chicken pot pie. The second is the crust. The fact that crust is not even half of the chicken pot pie when it should be half of the chicken pot pie. It should be all around there. The third issue I have with the chicken pot pie is the fact most of it is not fucking chicken. It should not be called the chicken pot pie. Actually, you could take the pie part off because the pie part, there's not much pie on there. It's just a top. So a pot, they could call it the potato pot pie. No, the potato pot. It's just a pot of potato. It feels like mostly potato. And normally I'm okay with potatoes and everything. But if I get a chicken pot pie, if I pay $7.37 for a chicken pot pie, even if it doesn't have crust all the way, you cannot skimp on the chicken. So KFC, if you're listening, probably you're not listening. Anybody that works at KFC, the CEO of KFC, all right, I could deal with the price. I could deal with the lack of crust. But for fuck's sake, start putting chicken in your chicken pot pie.